History 3. Cannabis, cocaine, methamphetamines. These drugs only pale in comparison to the newest addiction. And what is this stealer of youth called?
Books. Street names such as tomes, novels, literature. People of all ages have been addicted to books for generations.
Well, children have been reading books for hundreds of years. It's quite an amazing thing. You see, they start by opening something called the dust cover, which explains to them the trip they're about to go on. Once they begin reading chapter 1, endorphins are released into the brain, sparking the imagination. Once they're at this point, they create a world that's entirely inside of their heads. Hours can go by in a matter of moments. It's quite extraordinary, really.
In 2007, over 400,000 books were published and now being distributed across the nation in dispensaries called libraries.
The formula comes in many different brands of genres. Dealers, known as authors, have been trying for decades to invade the minds of our children. But it wasn't until the introduction of an illustrator that the hearts and minds of children became prisoners to books.
I became addicted. It was Gone with the Wind, and that fantasy world became my whole life. It got to the point where I would lock myself in the room. It was hours and hours. I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping. My mother was begging me to come out of the room, and she was convinced that I was trapped in this world.
Extraordinary. Take a look at this. Isn't it interesting that the lead character in Anne of Green Gables is heroin?
I love the book, The Hunger Games. I read it 5 times. I couldn't put it down.
I couldn't put it down. Children across the nation are crying out for help. But there's hope. A company called Nintendo may have the solution when History the Third Special Investigation on Reading continues.
History 3, the third History Channel.